Jambo Caribou. In Swahili, that means hello and welcome. The reason that we've chosen this slide to begin our program is that we are going to be doing an African safari in 2020. And not that I'm selfish or only think about myself, but of course I am going to be hosting that trip, and I want to be sure that everyone is aware of this very special trip and considers joining me in the delightful group that we already have. Our program today is for our welcome Christmas in July in December. Many of you are probably aware that we had scheduled this event in July, and due to some unfortunate circumstances, we had to reschedule. So again, we're very happy that you're all with us. We are in our 53rd year, soon to begin our 54th year, and we choose very carefully those tour operators that we work with, and we're very happy to be partnering and having as one of our preferred Mayflower Cruises and Tours. We're also very fortunate today to have with us Nancy Kreischer of Mayflower Cruises and Tours. I'd like to welcome her. She is visiting our offices today from Colorado, and we're very happy to have her. Welcome, Nancy.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. Hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving and you're ready to start traveling with us. As Paula said, my name is Nancy Kreischer, and I want to give them a huge thank you for hosting me and allowing me to present our company to you. I'm very excited to be working with them as we treasure our relationship with Mayflower, as well as their relationship with you. Just to give you a little bit of background about me, that's a picture of me with my family. I have 4 boys. I'm originally from Pennsylvania, and I have been in the travel business for 15 years in various positions. So when I moved to Colorado, I was very fortunate to be able to find a position with Mayflower, and I started with them this past September. That's a picture of my 4 boys, my 3 daughter-in-laws, my 3 grandchildren, and if you can't tell, I am Santa Claus. So why Mayflower? Why would Paula and Larry pick Mayflower? Well, traveling is a time of pleasure, and it's filled with all those must-see and must-do experiences. And we at Mayflower Cruises and Tours, we understand that, and we want your holiday to include the memorable attractions, all the touring opportunities and highlights of the area, but we want to provide that in comfort and, of course, to your satisfaction. Here are some of the professional organizations that we belong to. All of these organizations demand a high level of professionalism, high standards and business practices that we must adhere to in order to be a member. For instance, USTOA, their chief goal is to help protect the consumer against loss and provide peace of mind that protects your vacation investment. After all, you spend a lot of money, you save a lot of money to go on vacation, and if something would happen to Mayflower Cruises and Tours, this is what protects your investment. So you think of USTOA like the FDIC in the banking world. You wouldn't want to put your money in a bank that wasn't insured by the FDIC, so of course you wouldn't want to travel with a company that is not a member of USTOA. Okay, so why Mayflower and why Please Go Away Vacations? First of all, planning and preparation, integrity in each experience, what's key isn't included, it's all in the details, your Mayflower Cruises and Tours team that backs you up, and then the air arrangements and airport transfers. I'll talk a little bit about each one of these. For planning and preparation, just a little background on Mayflower. We have been in business since 1979, not quite as long as Paula and Larry, but we just celebrated our 40th anniversary. Back in 2018, we were bought by Scenic Cruises, which is an international luxury cruise line. And since then, we have grown with over 75 itineraries on our world, domestic, and river cruise tours. So we understand that planning and preparing for your next guided holiday is extremely important. And from the very beginning, through the critical planning stages, our first priority is to provide you with the ultimate travel experience and service. Integrity in each experience. Our quality assurance program keeps our guided holidays and cruises fresh and fun-filled. We have a survey and a questionnaire that we pass out, and 86% of our travelers fill that out. It's what did you think of your tour? And then we review that, and grading of the questionnaires is the foundation for ensuring that our guided holidays are constantly being improved on, and our satisfaction ratings prove that. What's key is included. Our travel programs have a strong reputation of offering the maximum value for the amount spent. We include most of the touring experiences, meals, the highest quality of lodging and attractions as possible. And this allows for a balance of leisure time for you to experience the destination on your own. So a lot of people are turned off by this idea of an escorted tour. They think it's from sunup to sundown, nonstop, and no freedom. But we like to give you as much included as possible, but still allow you the freedom to go out on your own a little bit. That's why we don't include 100% of the meals. We give you time to explore on your own. And your tour manager on the trip will offer suggestions, maps, etc. if needed. It's all in the details. If you call our office, you will always get a real person, whether you're contacting us, whether you're calling Please Go Away Vacations, or you'll get Larry or Paula or one of the other agents. We make sure that your questions are answered. The details of the holiday are fully explained, and travelers are kept to date on any revisions that may occur. This communication is key, and it's put into place before you leave, while you're on tour, and for any post-tour dialogue. Working with Please Go Away Vacations is key to keeping that communication link in place, and we greatly appreciate all they do in preparing for your trip. Baggage handling is always included on our tours. And no, we can't pack your bag for you, but we can certainly lug it around for you. So whether you're going to a hotel, going to a ship, getting on a bus, whichever tour you choose, your bags will be handled by Mayflower Cruises and Tours personnel. The Mayflower Cruises and Tours team are all English-speaking tour managers on all of our tours, and they're selected for their knowledge and experience. We include more local guides and historians than most other travel providers, and we believe that they truly enhance your experience with their knowledge. Our executive staff has over 400 combined years in the travel and hospitality industry. And on our chartered river cruises, we can have up to 3 Mayflower representatives on the ship, including for 2020, a new activities director for the more active people, maybe taking yoga classes, Pilates, going on hikes, bike rides. That person is there to keep you on the go and active for as much as you want on your trip. From time to time, we'll include a local Stecklon guide and historian that is very knowledgeable about the destination that you're going to. Again, English speaking, and they also provide you with your own personal listening device. That way, no matter where you are in the group, you will hear this person. And then if you wear a hearing aid, what we recommend is that you bring headphones instead of using the earbuds. If you make your reservation with us, to make it even more convenient, we will make your airline arrangements for you. And when booking your flights with us, we include all the taxes, the fees, and the transfers at the destination. This is a very convenient and carefree way for you to complete your guided holiday. Guaranteed Share Program. This is a very unique process with Mayflower that most other companies don't offer. As anyone who's traveled as a single knows, there's typically a significant single supplement that gets added onto the price. If you sign up for our Guaranteed Share Program, we will match you up with someone similar in age and the same sex to room with. So it's kind of like having a college roommate. Then you pay the double rate. If by chance we can't find anyone on that tour destination and departure, for you to share your room with, you still pay the double rate and you end up in a single room. So this all comes out to what we call the Mayflower experience, bringing you value and service with our local partners. Please Go Away Vacations. Over the next few slides, I'll highlight some of the unique opportunities that our tours offer. To start off with, we specialize in river cruising, and because we were bought by a large luxury river cruise company, we can offer several brands. We offer Scenic Luxury Cruises, Scenic Eclipse, and Emerald Waterways. Because we own our own ships, it just gives us the ability to control our inventory and go after sailings to suit your group's time frame. Our ships are small and makes it very convenient to get from one area of the ship to another, especially getting off the ship. It doesn't take long to do that. Okay, so what's included on the Emerald River Cruise? First of all, it's a 4-star ship, and we always have an air deal. We either have free airfare, 2 for 1, or $3.99 air. Our shore excursions are included, and the gratuities on board are included. Complimentary Wi-Fi, and you have regional wine and beer with lunch and dinner. On the Scenic River Cruises, this is a 5-star category ship. Again, air deals will either have free airfare, 2 for 1, or $3.99. The shore excursions and gratuities, again, are included. You have complimentary wine and beer all day long, and it is top shelf. That's one difference. You have private butler service. That's a difference. You have complimentary Wi-Fi. You have laundry concierge service daily. And what's really cool with these ships is that you have a GPS device in your room, so you can listen to it while you're cruising, and it'll give you a narrative. Or if you absolutely get off the ship and you accidentally get separated from the group, it will get you right back to the ship. That's a picture of the butler in one of the cabins on a Scenic ship. The next category is 6-star, and this is new to Scenic. This ship is called the Scenic Eclipse. It's the first one, and it was just put in the water a couple months ago. This ship, beautiful, has two helicopters, 1 submarine, a fleet of Zodiacs, and a fleet of kayaks. It was built for polar exploration. So it's built to that class, and it can hold about 200 people. The crew to passenger ratio is almost 1-to-1. And for the first 2 years that this ship is in the water, like I said, it will concentrate on the North and South Pole expeditions. A whole new class. They had to develop a 6-star class for this ship because it just went over the top. Our world tours are crafted with you in mind. Again, we try to enhance and develop new itineraries to all these top destinations, and we include as much touring as possible, but giving you some free time. Our North American tours, we are known for these as well. We go to out-of-the-box areas. We offer unique attractions, and we have free air on some of these tours. So if anything interests you for that, please be sure to contact Paul and Larry. Maybe we could put something together with free air. Some of those include fiestas and festivals, the Great Buffalo Roundup, the Thanksgiving Day Parade in New York. You're doing Colonial Williamsburg already, which is great at Christmas time. We also go to the Greenbrier. And then the Ark Encounter, which is in Kentucky. It is the replica of the Ark that they built in a whole new theme park attraction in Kentucky centered around Noah's Ark. So at the top left, you can see a picture of the Ark. You go to Philadelphia to see the Liberty Bell. The Rockettes is included with the Macy's Day Parade. We go to the San Antonio Riverwalk Fiesta, Constitution Hall in Philadelphia. These are just some of the things that a lot of other tour companies don't offer that we like to do, very unique things. If you are a first-time traveler with Mayflower and you are going on one of our trips that doesn't have any other special promotion going on, we will take $25 off as being a first-time traveler with us. If you are a repeat traveler and you've earned Mayflower money, when you go on a Mayflower trip, you earn $5 a day, and then you'll get a certificate after that trip is completed, and you can use that towards a future trip. We offer a traveler's protection plan. Up to 2 days prior to departure, you can cancel for any reason and get your money back. After that, it's for a covered reason, such as medical, death in the family, something happens to your roommate. There's a whole list of things, but we work very closely with travelers, with our travelers protection plan, and we are able to make sure that people get their money back for things that happen. So thank you for joining me. I'll turn this back over to Larry and Paula to give you more exciting news. I hope to see you on one of our trips.
Thank you, Nancy. A lot of very useful information that I think everyone will be very interested in hearing. Now I'd like to introduce Larry Kopke. He's a member of our team, and he's going to tell you about some of the exciting things that we have planned for 2020 with Mayflower Cruises and Tours. Larry?
Thank you, Paula. And Nancy, let me also say thank you very much for that excellent description of just some of the reasons why we have chosen Mayflower Cruises and Tours as one of our very few and limited number of preferred partners. So the question may come to mind, what is a Please Go Away Vacations preferred partner? Well, first of all, let me tell you what they are not. They are not those individuals that are going to be trying to sell you something just in order to make a sale. We select them because of their financial stability, because of their long standing in the travel industry, because of their reputation, and quite honestly, because of the quality of their product. And we use a preferred partner, and we have 4 or 5 preferred partners out of the hundreds of different tour companies and cruise lines from which we can choose. We choose them as a preferred partner, and we use them for 2 different aspects of our travel programs. First of all, as you like it travel, and secondly, as part of our feature travel program. So with an as you like it travel, it's just that. You can travel as you like. Any time of the year, you do not have to be with one of our personally escorted tours. It fits into your schedule and allows you to do things when one of our personally escorted tours does not fit. And also let us realize that there are some individuals that just simply prefer to not maybe be traveling with a lot of people they already know. Maybe they want to meet new people. Maybe they want to have more independence. In other words, as you like it. Literally, any time of the year, any place that you want to go, any type of travel experience that you have, we have the capability of providing it to you at no additional costs, guaranteed that you will end up with exactly what you alone desire and determine, and that you will be traveling as you like. On the other hand, our personally escorted feature travel experience always has one of our personally escorted individuals present to assist in the itinerary, and they are named feature tours because they feature additional things that are ordinarily not a standard component of one's travel experience. So that's a brief overview of our 2 different individual programs and how we can use a company like our preferred partner, Mayflower Cruises and Tours, to fill the demands of either one of those 2 pillars of travel, as we call them. There's a saying that one should put their money where their mouth is. And many of you know my wife, Marilyn, who earlier this year retired from the active lifestyle of being present in the office each day after being part of Please Go Away Vacations, Cheyenne Travel, and president of the organization for 46 and a half years. And being what I think maybe is a good husband, from my standpoint, I wanted to give Marilyn a retirement gift. And wouldn't you know that I chose a Mayflower Cruises and Tours product because to me it was exactly the quality, the value, and the type of travel experience I wanted her to have. And it is the majestic Mekong River Cruise of Vietnam and Cambodia, which Marilyn and I will be enjoying in March of this coming year. Now, we did not advertise this program, but I need to tell you, when the word got out, a number of Marilyn's friends asked if they could go along, and we did not turn them down. So we're looking forward to this. But literally, ladies and gentlemen, I put my money where my mouth is and endorsed, if you will, our new preferred partner, Mayflower Cruises and Tours. So, feature travel. What are some of the features that are always present in one of our Please Go Away personally escorted value added experiences? First of all inclusive pricing. We're not going to sell you something on price alone and then come back later and have you add a lot of additional dollars in order to have a complete travel experience. The one price that you see on the brochure includes everything that is in that brochure: round trip airfare, travel protection, feature dining experiences, feature sightseeing experiences and bonuses. You'll have a personal host or hostess of a Please Go Away Vacations individual at all times. You will have unmatched personal service before, during, and after your travel experience. And ladies and gentlemen, it must work because in our feature travel program, we have a 94+% repeat factor, some individuals having gone away with us more than 70 times on a personally escorted feature program. Now, we think we're nice people, but they don't go away with us 70 times because we're nice people. They go away because we tell the truth, they get quality, they get value, they get their money's worth. So that's a quick overview of what is included as features, just a few, in our feature travel experiences. I mentioned one of our feature travel experiences here just briefly. And next year we will be doing with Mayflower Cruises and Tours the Oberammergau Passion Play plus a Blue Danube River cruise. That cruise has been sold out for quite some time, but unfortunately, one couple, due to health considerations, has had to cancel. So I'm just mentioning it to you that we do have at this time, for a very little time yet, the availability of two individuals to join us if they would want to. The Oberammergau Passion Play is a bonus. A Blue Danube River cruise is outstanding at any time, but only once every 10 years can you experience the Oberammergau Passion Play in the little tiny Bavarian village of Oberammergau. And quite honestly, the German folks or the people of the area put on this Passion Play every 10 years, and almost 500,000 people from throughout the world travel to see this Passion Play during the 4-month period that it is presented. It's a wonderful travel experience, something you may want to consider, but let's move on. In this brochure of the Passion Play, you will find that you're going to be in Vienna. You're going to understand all about waltz music. These are some of the features that are included. We'll quickly run through these pictures that are going to pop up here for you. You're going to be going out into the area of beautiful river countryside. You're also going to be doing such things as enjoying Oberammergau wood carvers. Now, when they are not putting on the Passion Play, Oberammergau is famous for its wood carving. And I need to tell you, if you ever wanted to have, for example, a hand-carved nativity set or something of that nature, it's an ideal place to buy and bring home. All part and parcel of the features of this. You'll also have the additional feature of attending a Vienna Waltz concert, and you're also going to be having the additional experience of having added by us as a feature experience for you the Salzburg experience. Salzburg is a tremendous area and is a wonderful addition to the Oberammergau Blue Danube River Cruise experience. Next, I want to take you quickly on 3 travel logs if I can. Paula mentioned that she's going to be personally hosting the Africa Safari in Search of the Big Five, September 17 through 29. I need to tell you that unlike, say, a bus tour where you have spaces for 40-some people and then you can just fill the bus like with 40-some individuals, that is not true on a quality African safari. You are limited to safari vehicles, which are comfortable, but which are designed specifically to allow maximum game viewing and access. So we measure in terms of vehicles. We've already filled our first safari vehicle. We're well on our way to filling our second safari vehicle, and we're going to have at most a third safari vehicle. The point is, if you want to join those who have already reserved their spaces on this trip of a lifetime, you're going to have to be considering this right away. Now, let's see some of the reasons why we think this is good. First of all, we've chosen it during the period of time called the Great Migration. And the itinerary will actually, in fact, encompass 2 different countries of East Africa, Kenya and Tanzania. You can see that the Serengeti National Park has been highlighted there with that red oblong. And that is sort of the focal point of the Great Migration, where thousands upon thousands of wild animals, wildebeests, giraffes, things of this nature are making a migration that they do annually, and it is one of the greatest natural spectacles one can witness. So number one, it's going during the right time of the year, and here you see an example of the Great Migration. I'm sure that at some time or other you probably have seen on TV where the wildebeest are crossing the river and the crocodiles are waiting for them. Well, you're going to be there during that time of activity if you choose to go with us. But moving on, you're also going to have added as a feature a hot air balloon experience over the Serengeti Plains. And having had the pleasure of doing that previously, I can tell you that there is literally no experience anywhere else in the world like this. I've had the privilege of seeing wild animals fill the horizon from a hot air balloon during the Great Migration. The sound is absent and you're moving one with the wind. Now, I mentioned safari vehicles. This is one of the things that we insisted be present, and we were assured that Mayflower had this for us, and it's one of the reasons that we selected Mayflower for this particular program, and that is the type of safari vehicle that is included. You can see that the number is limited. There are no more than 7 people in a vehicle, and why is this? This is to allow each person to have maximum viewing, in other words, a private window, but also the ability to have access to the pop-up roof. And you're going to be very close to the wildlife of Africa, such as you see in this picture. Now, some programs pack in more than 7 people. They'll pack in 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and you can imagine, number one, you're huddled real close, and number two, can you imagine trying to fight to stand up to take a picture of a giraffe like this if you were in the wrong type vehicle? These are the type of the things that you must always compare point by point, and it is one of the reasons of many why we have added Mayflower Cruises and Tours as one of our preferred suppliers. You're also going to be in Ngorongoro Crater on this itinerary. Many itineraries that are purported to be an Africa safari do not include the Ngorongoro Crater. Now, the crater is a separation called the Great Rift Valley, and it has created, if you will, a basin in which animals, they're not restricted, they can get out, but they choose not to. So it is a great concentration of all kinds of wildlife, such as these lions that you see here that just popped up. And I can assure you that you will be very close when you go away with Paula on this safari to all of the things which you see here. You're also going to maybe wonder, well, am I going to be out in the middle of nowhere in a tent? I did my Boy Scout camping or my Girl Scout camping early in life, and I don't really care to repeat that. This is an example of the type of safari accommodations that you're going to have. You can see that the interior accommodations are good, but let's take a look at the outside aspect. Swimming pools. The weather is not hot. It's very similar to Colorado, Denver, if you please, during the summer months. Pleasant during the daytime, quite chilly of a morning, quite chilly of an evening, but the grounds are luxurious. Be sure to take your bathing suits. Travel insured is always part and parcel of one of our personally escorted featured travel programs. Nancy mentioned the importance of travel protection, and it is already included in all of our featured travel programs. And of course, the bonus feature on this entire trip is going to be this next picture, Paula. Paula's been with us she's now in her 31st year, and she has traveled the world. In addition to being a nice person, she is a brilliant person as far as arranging and taking care of the details of travel. So that's probably one of the strongest features of this trip. But let's move on to another aspect. Another one of our featured tours that we are talking about today with Mayflower Cruises and Tours is what we call Red Rocks, Railways, Canyons, and More. It's October 4 through 9 of this coming year. And let's take a look at some of the features of it. First of all, the Red Rocks of Sedona. If you've never seen the Red Rocks of Sedona, you should. There's no way to describe them other than experiencing them. The formations are majestic. The colorations, depending upon the sun or the moon, take on all different aspects and variegated colors, and it's an amazing natural wonder that you will experience. The Red Rocks of Sedona. Canyons. You're going to have two canyons featured on this trip, the Grand Canyon, and it is just what it says, Grand, but you're also going to be traveling through the Verde Canyon, Verde meaning green, and you're going to have two different rail experiences on this trip, the Grand Canyon Railroad, where you will be actually taken to the rim of the Grand Canyon aboard the Grand Canyon Railroad, and then your other rail experience is going to be the Verde, VERDE Canyon Railroad, which takes you through the Verde Canyon. I've had the privilege of doing all of those things previously, and I can assure you outstanding experiences await you on these features of this particular tour. We've added another feature, and it's the famous Red Rocks Pink Jeep Tour. You're going to go out among the Red Rocks on an all-terrain vehicle. Now, it's nothing to be worried about, but it puts you into not just looking at the formations of the rocks, and it's an experience, again, beyond description. You just have to do it in order to appreciate it, and it's one of the bonus features that we've added. Also, we've added dining experiences. Nancy mentioned that all meals are not included with the Mayflower program, and we appreciate and agree with what that aspect of their programs are. But once in a while, we'll add a featured dining experience, which we will be doing on this tour, which is maybe locale emphasis of food and things of this nature, but always a bonus experience just for our Please Go Away Vacations travelers. Again, travel insured, travel protection that continues through the conclusion of the tour, covering a number of different things, and certainly is an important aspect of it. And you'll have a personal Please Go Away Vacation host with you from beginning to end, and they will be there to take care of all the details of travel. Honestly, ladies and gentlemen, the hardest days of travel of any tour are the first day and the last day when you're traveling to and traveling from, because that's when things can go to heck in a handbasket, and you really need somebody there to take care of those details for you if your flights have been canceled or you are running late or you run into the many different challenges that can occur. That's one of the reasons our personal host is always present on a personally escorted Please Go Away Vacations feature travel experience. The third one we want to highlight just briefly is Christmas in Colonial Williamsburg, December 5 through 9. We already have a nice group of individuals reserved on that, and you need to be acting quickly. But let's take a look at some of the features there. First of all, I think this is a tremendous feature of this trip. You're going to have your first night in Washington, D.C., and you're going to go out on an illuminations tour of the monuments and memorials of Washington, D.C., our nation's capital. I don't know what it is, but there's something that is completely different about what you see and honestly what you feel when you have the benefit and opportunity of experiencing these monuments and memorials after dark. It's a tremendous bonus feature. You're also going to be enjoying the grand illumination of Williamsburg during the Christmas season, and colonial individuals used fireworks to demonstrate their appreciation for whatever is taking place. In fact, the founding fathers of our nation used fireworks to emphasize the signing of the Declaration of the Independence. But here in Colonial Williamsburg, with the colonial buildings as backdrops and silhouettes, you're going to be treated to the grand illumination of the Christmas season of Williamsburg. You're also going to be going to Yorktown. Now, Yorktown was a famous area of battle, and the history of the area will come alive. If you're a history buff, this tour is for you. You're also going to be showing here, as the next slide, that you will be enjoying historic Jamestown, America's birthplace. That's where we basically started as a nation long before we were determined to be a nation. But it is an area of activity that is going to add a great dimension to your overall experiences. Also, we've added, again, feature dining. You're going to have a colonial dinner included that you're going to be enjoying on this trip in Williamsburg. It's a neat experience. You can see that the servers are dressed in period costume, and yet their service is outstanding, but you will be literally taken back in time on this particular travel experience that awaits you. You're also going to be treated to the fife and drum corps. Music seems to be everywhere in Williamsburg during this time of year, and it adds to the dimension. The fife and drum corps, again, travel insured, present throughout the entire itinerary until you return home. And there will also, again, be a personal Please Go Away Vacations host from beginning to end to take care of the details of travel and to run interference for you when and if that is necessary. So, this is a fact. Knowledgeable travelers reserve early with Please Go Away Vacations. And so the question may become, why? Well, let's take a look. You'll receive many benefits by acting quickly on what you've heard today. Benefits that won't be existing much longer. First of all, space availability. Multiple possible Mayflower cruises and tour savings and benefits. Nancy alluded to those, the Mayflower dollars, the Mayflower money, I think they call it, and also the first-time $25 appreciation recognition. But there's going to be more. You're going to have exclusive Please Go Away Vacation savings and benefits as well. Not only those of this particular program of the Christmas in July, but you're going to have these additional possible benefits and savings only when you reserve with our program with Please Go Away Vacations, and they are on top of and in addition to any of those available through Mayflower Cruises and Tours. First of all, Travel Wall of Fame savings. Elite Traveler savings, if you fit into that category. Intrepid Explorer savings. These are all Please Go Away Vacations benefits. We do not advertise, but we pay a lot of dollars out each year in gratitude of the individuals that help us in the form of these special savings. But moving right along, there's more. We have 3 special state university constituency savings programs, Emporia State University, Fort Hays State University, Pittsburgh State University. If you have an affiliation of any type, don't have had to have graduated from those universities, don't have to belong to a university alumni association. We will have since we have the privilege of providing travel programs for these three Kansas State universities, you will have some special savings present there as well. The Friendship Bonus Plan. If you have someone join us that has never traveled with us before, we will provide you with our Friendship Bonus Plan, which is your choice of 1% cash of what your friends have paid to go on the program, or a 2% future travel credit. Now, I can tell you that 89% of the people receiving our Friendship Bonus Plan, 89% choose the 2% future travel voucher and use it because it doubles their money. Continuing on, we already have mentioned we always have provided travel protection. In addition, we also have a special single service, and this is in addition to that which Nancy has referred to as the Guaranteed Share Program. We can get into that. What it boils down to with Mayflower and Please Go Away Vacations, if you are a single traveler, we have benefits for you and potential savings that are available that you're not going to ordinarily find anywhere else. But consider that. We'll talk about it. You visit with us. Magic coins. Today, we're giving everybody a magic coin that can magically increase in value 100 times. And we have unmatched personal service before, during, and after your travels. Those are some of the components and features of Please Go Away Vacations feature travel programs. So 2 special thoughts to remember, ladies and gentlemen, and we truly, truly believe this. Travels are memories made and shared that are never forgotten. You know, you can buy a gift of a material item and give it to a person, and I can assure you within a year's time, they won't remember what it is. But you give a travel experience to somebody, and it will never be forgotten. And then this is very important too, and Nancy alluded to this in her presentation, but the name of a travel experience does not make the experience. Instead, it is what is included that makes the experience. In other words, there can be XYZ tour, and there could be another XYZ tour, and they're totally different as to what is included. Always compare and ask us questions. We want you to compare our programs with any other program that you see advertised anywhere else, because we are confident when you take the time to inform yourself, you will decide to go away with Please Go Away Vacations. So, just remember the date deal for you, ladies and gentlemen. Our annual Travel Bowl Sunday is already scheduled for January 26th of 2020. At that time, as is always true, it's going to unveil the succeeding year's travel programs for you. In other words, we will be announcing 2021 feature travel opportunities, and you will have special incentives to reserve early on each one of those. In addition, we'll serve the ice cream, you'll make your sundaes, and we will all together have a great time at Travel Bowl Sunday, January 26, 2020. So, ladies and gentlemen, from Please Go Away Vacations, we want to say thank you for being present. We want you to know that you can always contact us at our office address of 1600 Main Street, Suite A, or via email at answers@travelspleasegoaway.com, or toll free on the telephone 800-362-9347. So, Paula started out our presentation in Swahili. I'd like to conclude it in Swahili. Asante, Nashukuru, and Asanteni. And those are 3, again, Swahili words, the language of the Maasai of East Africa, saying thank you ladies and gentlemen, for giving us of your time and for being present today. Please go away.